Hey everyone, this is the Gadget Guru. This is going to be a video response to vctrfs's gadget deck. Um, First of all, I want to say nice going, made a gadget deck. It's kind of cool. Joining the rest of us gadget players up here. Um, I'm going to kind of go over your deck and give you my thoughts on it and maybe some tips and hints and stuff. The first thing I'm going to do is go over the monsters. 3 green, 3 red, 3 yellow, 1 Trigodia, 1 Gores, 3 Thunder King Ryu, 2 Legendary Jujutsu Master, and 3 Jinzo. Obviously, Gadget's staple. Trigodia, Gores, staple. Some people don't like Gores because you normally have stuff on the field, Oppression or Ultimate Offering. It just depends on what you run. But I think it's good for when they wipe your field and then they just go like, okay, I'll summon and attack and stuff like that. Thunder King Ryu, I think it's a good card. 1900 beater. He stops searching. If they special summon, you can sack him off, blow up their special summon monster like a Synchro or something. So he's good. The only thing you want to watch out with Thunder King Ryus or bottomlesses, like every deck out there is running bottomless today. So you might get hit pretty hard there. Juju, I like Juju. I mean, that's an interesting tech that you went a little bit defensive there. Although in hindsight, it might be bad because with gadgets, you're usually trying to go after them and get advantage on them and get their monster out the field. But Juju, I can stand because it's just like they're not gonna expect that in a gadget deck normally. I mean, so if you said Juju and they summon Sure and they attack, I mean, either they get spun or they go Kalut and they still get spun. So I think Juju was a nice touch. I give you props for that one. The thing with Jinzo, I think Jinzo's a bad call for this deck, just being honest. Unless you're going to run like a control variant of like, what do you want to say? If you're gonna run like Shrink, Book of Moon, Econ, stuff like that, stuff you can play with Jinzo, that's cool. I mean, that might work. But gadgets are really trap heavy. They're trap respondent. So I think Jinzo you might want to take out. What you might want to throw in for Jinzo is that new card that came out called Starlight Road. It's broken in gadgets because the opponent is always trying to Celestia you, heavy you, JD. There's so much destruction, you know? So just go Starlight Road, Starlight Road. Not only do you negate it, but you get a free Stardust. So, I mean, so my recommendation there, drop 3 Jinzo and, you know, add 3 Starlight Road. Going on to your spells. Okay. So, 3 Smashing Ground, 1 Fissure, 1 Lightning Vortex, 1 Reasoning, 1 Limiter, 1 MST, and 1 Heavy Storm. Pretty good spell lineup. Limiter I don't like too much just because it's not that good anymore. Like, they attack your Jinzo, okay? Let's say you limit it to a 48, okay? I mean, they're going to let that go. And sure, they'll take some damage, but then your Jinzo dies. And if it's just a gadget, they'll just Kalut right over you, you know? So, rather than limiter, if you're going to run, like, control, I'd say Book of Moon. Switch it to defense. Because, like, really, Blackwing, which one has a good defense? Red and green can run over any Blackwing in defense mode. Kalut's useless, and they have no defense. The biggest defense is Shura, who's at 1200. And yellow can't hit him, but everything else can, so personally, I would say drop a limiter for a Book of Moon. Next would be Reasoning. One thing I was looking at with the monsters is approximately 65% of your monsters are level 4. So the chances are every time you play Reasoning, well, not every time, but technically 65% of the time, every time you play Reasoning, you're going to be hitting a level 4. So all they have to do is call. And if they see one gadget, what are they going to call? 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. And with 3 green, 3 red, 3 yellow, and 3 Thunder King, it might hurt you. So you may want to think about dropping reasoning if you're gonna drop Jinzos. Um, but the rest is okay. What I did actually was with Starlight Road. What I saw here in the meta is everybody's running 3 of it: 3 Starlight Road, 3 Starlight Road, 3 Starlight Road, 3 Starlight Road. So what I did was I totally just kind of redid my gadget deck. If you want to check it out, I posted it. I totally took out all my massive destruction. I dropped the Mirror Force, I dropped the Torrential, I dropped the Vortexes, and believe it or not, it works. It works good. So maybe a suggestion from me would be drop a Limiter and drop a Reasoning and a Vortex, and just tech 3 Book of Moon. They summon Book, they summon Book, they synchro Book. You know, I mean, I just personally think that's how I see it. Going to your traps, you got Mirror Force, Torrential, Trap Hole, Bottomless, Royal Oppression. I know for a fact that I've main deck Trap Hole for I don't know how long. It's an amazing card, it really is. Especially against Blackwing. I mean, it destroys Blackwing, it really does. I might add putting a second Oppression. The reason everyone runs 2 Oppression is, yeah, I do see your point. If you get 2 of it at the same time, it might be somewhat of a dead draw. But the thing is, like, okay, if you play Oppression and they Icarus you and then synchro on you like crazy, like go summon Blizzard, get this back, Sync, Bryonic, Special Dark Arm, etc., etc., etc. If you only have 1 Oppression, if they destroy that Oppression with an MST, a Heavy, a Icarus, anything like that, if you don't have another Oppression, you could really be hurt by that. So I would say tech a second Oppression there. As I said, you might want to throw 3 Starlight Road in. Good card. It really works in gadgets. I've been testing it over and over and over and over and over, and it works. I mean, it does work. Like, it's crazy. Let's see. Beyond that, some of the cards I didn't see in your deck that I kind of was like, well, why aren't they in his deck? Like Book of Moon, like I said, Book of Moon's really good in my opinion. Like, they try and do something, book it. They try and do something, book it. I don't know. I think it's good. Another card you might want to consider is creature swaps. I mean, you got a little shitty gadget, be like, you know what? I like your big monster. Here, creature swap. I'll take your JD. I mean, they're just sitting there going, what? That's my JD. So, maybe toss in a creature swap or two because it's fun, dude. It is massive fun. Dust Shoot wins games in this format like no other. It's really good. Maybe a Mind Crush. I didn't see a Solemn. It really surprised me. I thought you'd be running a Solemn, but I didn't see one. So, these are just ideas that I have that you might want to think about. Another card that I am actually teching this format is Horn of Heaven. I'm teching 2 of it. And when you look at the card, you're like, well, tribute a monster, negate a summon. That's not too good. But to be honest, if you run stuff like Sangan and Gadgets in the same deck, you can negate any summon, that's pretty damn good, to be honest. Like, you can stop a Dark Arm, you can stop a JD, you can stop a normal summon, you can stop... I mean, I think it's really good. Beyond that, I think you had most of the guided stuff. I mean, like I said, I tech giant rats to fill my grave fast for avarice or search gadgets when I don't have them. I use gadgets and Sangan with Horn of Heavens and just do that kind of combo. Those are just little tricks I have that I do. So, just letting you know what I saw of your deck, what I thought. I think it's an interesting build. I played it once or twice. Just proxied it and played it. It's kind of fun. It is kind of fun actually. But it wasn't really winning against Blackwing and stuff. So I don't know. Like I said, this is just my opinion. I mean, it's not right. It's not wrong. It's just my opinion on your deck. Take of it what you will. I think it's an interesting deck. I'm glad to see that you're trying out gadgets. Another card you might want to think about is if you go with like Book of Moons and stuff, Fossil Dyna. That sucker wins games. Fossil Dyna is some crazy shit. Anyways, so this is the Gadget Guru, and I'll talk to you all later. Alright, bye.